Hi, I'm Gary and welcome to my outdoors channel. In this video I'm going to show you what I do for my range bag, or kind of like my range gear setup here. Got a lot of stuff going on here, and it's on like a two-wheel dolly, so I can easily drag it around onto the range with me. So I'm going to show you how this all goes together, what I've got here, and what I usually set up for, depending on which firearms I'm shooting for the day. And sometimes maybe it's a bit overkill and a little bit too many accessories, and sometimes I cut back and reduce this down, or even just take the bag out on the gun range with me, depending on what my needs are for the day. So stay tuned. I'll show you what I put together in this and what works for me. Also, I would like to know what your input is and how you set up your range bag and gear. Okay, so to break this down a bit here, basically, got this magnet cart here. This folds up and the wheels fold flat. Hand goes up and down. Pull this out and the wheels pop out. You got the platform here to put things on. So it's like a two-wheel dolly, or a hand truck as they call it, and you can wheel it around and carry your gear around and stuff. And handle stands up to whatever height you need. And what I take is these dollies. You can get those on Amazon for about $31, or you might get them a little bit cheaper, or about the same price at Home Depot or Lowe's. You have to check them out and see what the prices are, because they can vary a lot sometimes. So, but a very handy deal to have, and they're fairly durable and lightweight because it's made out of aluminum. So works pretty good. Then what I do is I take these milk crates, and these milk crates, 17 1/4 long, 14 1/4 across, and then as far as height goes, they're about 10 1/2 inches. So that works great. It'll hold about maybe 4 gallons of milk and a couple half gallons. Not quite a 6-gallon container. I think that would be a 24-inch long milk crate. But I like this one. I like the size, and you can get these on Amazon for, actually they come in a 6-pack, and I like these a lot. You can get them for like 6-pack at $45.62, or about $7.60 each. And to me, these are a great size. I love them. Great for around the shop, great for in my car, for organizing and carrying groceries and so forth in the back end, and out fishing on my kayak too. Great for a lot of different things and organization around everywhere. The other sizes that you can get are smaller than this. They hold like 4 gallons of milk, and then you got the longer ones that are 24 inches that hold 6 gallons of milk. So I like this one in between here because it seems like a really convenient size for a lot of things. So now, a lot of times I've picked up a lot of milk crates, smaller ones and so forth, at Walmart during the back-to-school sales in late summer and fall. You can pick up some really great deals, for about $3 a crate. So, but they're smaller. So, anyways, to attach this to my dolly here so it stays on, doesn't fall off, I use a 36-inch bungee cord. And the way I hook that on is to wrap it around the basket here, or the milk crate, then hook it at the back here so that these grab on to each other. So do that. Of course, I have to do it this way, make it easiest for me. And it does take a little bit of a stretch to do this. Then I try and position these down on the backs here, so they're as low as possible here. Then adjust the rest of the strap around so that it has a good level all the way around here to hold this on securely. I'll put this down here so I don't put out my light. Now, of course, that works great for that. Now what I put in this, I've got these shooting bags that work great. And these are Caldwell, let's see, Deadshot shooting bag combo. You can get these filled with sand already on Amazon for about $26. For about 20 bucks or so, you can get them empty, and then you can just pick up some sand, a bag of 50-pound sand at your local Home Depot or Lowe's. I put those in the bottom of these crates, and also the rifle butt rest, and any other things I might put in here, which might be some ammo and some other supplies, depending on what I need for the day at the range. So then the next thing I've got, this out, another of the same milk crate, and that fits in well right on top of the other one, and it all becomes one unit, so to speak. Although this is kind of sitting loose, so got to kind of have to be careful with that. Now with this, I've got my tool bag for my tools for working on firearms. Put that in there. This is a bag that I picked up at Harbor Freight for, I don't know, about $5 or something. Works great for my gun tools. So then I've got, well, this is an ammo box where I've got a bunch of 22 ammo in it, and this will fit in there also, along with any other perhaps ammo, depending on the firearm I'm shooting for the day. So then I've got my gun bag, gun range bag, and this will fit right on top of that. So get that extended up, and just kind of cheating here because I'm doing this on a tabletop, and I can cart this around pretty easily and get out onto the range where I want to be with the supplies that I need. Like I said, sometimes I pack along too much. This is the most convenient way I've found to do it versus trying to hand carry all this stuff. Put it on a dolly. So now if you're out in the woods doing some hunting or something like that, this probably wouldn't work. This is strictly for shooting at the gun range and stuff to sharpen your skills to zero in your firearms. So that's how that works. And now what I'll do is I'll take the bag off here, and I'll start going through what I've got inside my gun range bag. Okay, now I'm going to show you the insides, what I've got in my gun range bag. Now this gun range bag I bought at Gander Mountain a few years ago, before they went out of business and then reopened as Gander Outdoors. Nowadays they don't carry quite all these firearm stuff like they used to. It's a little bit less of a stock, but I got this for I think 90 bucks at Gander Mountain a few years ago. I like it. It's got a lot of compartments and uses to it. But you can get this bag now, or very similar to this bag, on Amazon. And it's called Smith & Wesson M&P Officer Tactical Range Bag. And it's got a lot of everything I've got here, plus probably some extras too. So on Amazon, it's only $73. So if you're a Prime member, then you get free shipping. So anyways, this bag's got a nice strap to it. It's adjustable for your height and length and stuff. Nice padded shoulder pad here. Then it's also got these straps or here, so you can carry it like a regular suitcase or a bag. And these open up, so you can open up the top compartment here. So these open like that. Then I can open up the top of this, pull the zipper back, open that. Then inside here I've got another smaller bag that carries some accessories. And inside of this I got a few pockets. I don't have much in there right now, but I've got some targets that I carry around for at the range. And these fit in here pretty nicely. Also, well, I've got a wire frame here that I use for setting up some targets and stuff too, some of the smaller paper targets. And that works great. So, what I've got in this little bag is I got my shooting glasses, my earmuffs, then I've got over in this part some binoculars so I can look down range and see how well I'm hitting the target or not. Then I've got this Tipton compact range vise, I call it. It's a stand that you can use for setting your rifle on for doing some work at the range. These pull up, then push down into a spot there, and then you can pull it apart to expand it, and you set your rifle in here to work on it. This is not for shooting from. This is only for working on your rifle. So that's a great deal. Compact, makes it easy to work on your firearm at the gun range without having to fumble around on some table. Also, I've got in here a can of spray paint, and this is some marking paint, whereas you hold it upside down and you push the thing to spray paint things. And what we use this for, it's white, is out at our gun range we have, one of the ranges is a tactical range, and that's a bunch of metal targets, different shapes and sizes and locations, and you can practice tactical maneuvers with that. The police and the state police come out to our range and practice a lot there for that. So when you're done, you're supposed to paint your target up again that you shot so that it's clean again, and when the next person comes along, the paint will be dry. When they hit the target, they can see that little spot that chips out from the paint of exactly where they hit. So, good idea. Make sure you paint up those targets before you leave, so the next guy coming along won't get mad at you. And if somebody else leaves it undone, then you can paint it up for yourself before you start shooting. So, good deal. Now I'll put this back in the center here. I'll go through some of all the other pockets around here. Now in these, I've got a few accessories and locks, and this is kind of like a shell casing catcher for my AR-15, and catches the casings for me. This bucket, I've got a spare pair of glasses in case something happens to mine, fall off. If I step on them and break them or something like that, got a spare pair of glasses. Pair of scissors for whatever needs I may have. I got a bunch of clips and clothespins here, and even some like mini clips and stuff. This is for attaching those paper targets to that wire frame that I've got. I use those on the pistol ranges for a closer range target. And pretty much it, other than some Scotch tape. That's handy for sometimes kind of patching up the holes on your target if you want to keep using and shooting on it, especially if you're quite far off or something. can use this to kind of keep recycling your target for as long as you can. So that helps. And go around to this end. Get rid of this. And in here, basically, I've just got a first aid kit, cheap one that I bought at Target, and basic cuts and stuff like that. But if you get something major, a lot of times I carry in my car is one of these tactical first aid kits you can get. I think this is around 60 bucks on Amazon. I'll put a link below for this on there. And also, I also added some other things like Israeli field bandages and stuff like that. Those are really great for any big wounds. So you can save a life with that if you need to. At the gun range, hopefully we're all careful. So that's it in this pocket, first aid kit. On this bigger pocket here, it's a bunch of smaller things here to hold things like maybe tools and so forth. I don't know if you can get much of a magazine in there, ammo magazine, but it's got another pocket in here too. Right now I've got in here as a flashlight, so I guess I've got some room for more gear if I want. Let's see how much I grow. I over-accessorize and pack too much as it is. Then this other end pocket, we've got, let's see, my stapler for spare staples for stapling targets up onto the target things at the range. And that's all that's in there. So, stapler here. These are just cheap staplers I bought at Home Depot or Lowe's. Then also attached to the end here is what we call a brass bag. And it just kind of hooks onto this D-ring here. And it's got kind of like a open, what do you call it, open thing here so the dirt and stuff can fall out. And, you know, at the range and stuff, you know, to be a good member, we're supposed to clean up our brass all the time. And so I've got, you know, lots of my brass in here, including some 5.62 and whatever else. So that holds all my brass, and basically that's about it for the tour of my gun range bag. So I know everybody's got different ideas and needs and so forth. It depends on the firearms that you're shooting and what your need is. If you've got any suggestions, I'm sure we would all love to hear from you, what your ideas are. Get a lot of great ideas from all your viewers, and that's really good. Great to participate in the community and share all that with us. So that's it for this. So thank you for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got something out of it and got some inspiration for maybe doing your range bag and other accessories if you want to carry a lot of stuff like I do on that two-wheeler. If you do like it, please give me a like, give me a thumbs up. Also, please subscribe and share it with your family, friends, and fellow outdoors persons. When you subscribe, be sure to hit that bell icon so you won't miss anything. Leave your comments. Love to hear from you. Thank you.